3 countries out of it and put one tribe, a particularly violent Bedouins, into power, known as the Sauds, the House of Saud, hence Saudi Arabia. It'd be like if British intelligence funded some warlord here in the U.S. if the Civil War would have gone the way the British wanted. And be more sophisticated, folks. That doesn't mean I'm for what Lincoln did. The history is British intel came in, manipulated reasonable grievances in the South over unfair tariffs. That's what it was really all about. Nothing to do with slaves. And got the South to get into a war, and then the British didn't supply them. And it came out later, this is mainline history as well if you want to look it up, that the British were intending to then break up the South, control Western expansion, and basically put warlords in control who were British vassals over those new areas. And the British were going to get the 70% of the United States that hadn't been colonized yet. Again, over half was there than the South. So you're talking over 70% with the South and the West. That was the plan. What were the British doing all over the world at the time? Going in and dividing groups against each other. It's a management model. How does a little bitty country with a royal family running it dominate 50+% of the land on the planet up until even the 1930s? Subterfuge, manipulation, scientific study of control. All right, I've already digressed. The point is, the British intelligence minions of the House of Saud are now running to the Russians publicly. I'm getting chills right now. This is so big. Whoa, we're seeing massive realignment right now. We're seeing massive world changes, the likes of which most of us have never seen. If you were alive during World War II, you saw things as big or bigger. But we're going into things that are going to be bigger than World War II. Financially, economically, societally, culturally, geopolitically, and perhaps militarily. Whoa, just got chills again. Whoa, just got them again. I mean, I'm having full-on chills right now. See, ladies and gentlemen, when you study geopolitical developments and you see this type of stuff happening, it's hardcore. It's super hardcore. Do you have any idea what this means, added to all the other information we have? This means the Saudis are definitely flailing around and know that the globalists are about to try to overthrow them, exactly as our big oil company exec intel sources have confirmed. I mean, we told you through our sources 6+ months ago all this was going to happen, exactly as it's happened. Tarpley, in Obama deception, out 2 years ago, more than 2 years ago, March of 2009, laid out the destabilization of the Middle East, how they would do kamikaze states, how they would then invade North Africa through AFRICON. I mean, because the globalists have laid it all out. That's what's so frustrating about this. And see, I haven't even gotten into the rest of the economic stack. I haven't gotten into the S&P announcement. Standard & Poor's has cut U.S. ratings outlook to negative and are signaling that they may get rid of the U.S. AAA. Whoa, just got chills again. And I'm sorry to be announcing this, but you ever gone to the edge of a cliff and you're looking over a 1,000-foot cliff and you get those chills? That's instincts. You got a hardwired computer brain. And it'd be kind of like if you were camping in Colorado and we're out there cooking bacon and eggs and you look over and the grizzly bear comes walking out of the woods. You're going to get chills. Chills are endorphins, adrenaline, your body getting that air into your lungs that, whoa, this is dangerous. Well, see, I intellectually understand what this means globally and what this means to me individually. So when I consciously look at this news, I mean, it's like a grizzly bear just walked in the room. Whoa. I mean, I am in combat mode. I'm hiring a kite right now, folks, on endorphin. And I'm just being honest with you. For those of you out there that don't have this response, you have no idea what's happening. I'm going to try to break it down when we come back. But it's hardcore. Stay with us.
Imagine being free of debt in just 12 weeks without payment plans or negotiating or hiring an attorney. 18 years ago, we cracked the code of debt collections and set tens of thousands of people free of their debts. It's called Zero Debt Guaranteed, and it works for all debts.
My wages were being garnished, So I used the program, and the attorney dropped the case, and he returned my money within 2 weeks.
With Zero Debt Guaranteed, your success is guaranteed in writing. There is no other program of its kind. Don't be alone when creditors gang up on you. Call our help desk for lightning-fast assistance. Let our team of experts provide the resources to fight back, stop collection calls, prevent and stop wage garnishments and bank levies. Call Zero Debt Guaranteed now, 800-477-9256, and ask for free information from an expert who also completed our program, 800-477-9256, or ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com. ZeroDebtGuaranteed.com.
Iodine protection packs from hempusa.org are now in stock for immediate delivery worldwide. Our iodine protection packs include microplant powder, green life kelp, red palm oil, and our clear roll-on iodine that will feed the body the iodine it needs. All iodine protection packs are in stock. Save you money and ship for free in all 50 states. Visit hempusa.org or call 908-691-2608 today.
We the people grow cotton, weave fabric, engrave ink, embed strips and fibers to protect from counterfeit and carting to a private bank, having it led back at interest, forcing taxes to service debt. This capitalism, or was Jefferson correct when stating a central bank issuing the public currency is a greater menace to the liberties of the people than a standing army? Hi, Ted Anderson. I'm placing a silver dollar in a book explains our monetary system. Call for your copy, 800-686-2237. It's time to understand the system. Call 800-686-2237. That's 800-686-2237.
Hello, friends. This is Alex Jones. The earthquake, tsunami, and nuclear disaster that killed thousands of Japanese citizens is nothing compared to the devastation that could be caused by hyperinflation that will soon hit the United States and could lead to millions of Americans becoming homeless, all caused by the devalued U.S. dollar. While the mainstream media continues to ignore inflation, our friends at the National Inflation Association provide a free weekly newsletter that educates Americans of the facts and truth about the U.S. economy and inflation. I urge you to sign up at the NIA's free newsletter at www.inflation.us to learn how you can not only survive, but prosper during the upcoming hyperinflation crisis. Silver has more than doubled since the NIA declared silver the best investment for the next decade on inflation.us. The NIA's team of expert economists are happy to answer any economic questions you have about inflation, debt, currencies, real estate, precious metals, and commodities. Visit inflation.us to learn the economic truth that the mainstream media ignores.
Are you still a traditional smoker? Now experience a new lifestyle and try vaping with e-cigarettes by LeSig. Imagine no ashes, stains, nasty smell, or coughing and hacking. With LeSig e-cigarettes' revolutionary microelectronic technology, rechargeable battery, and unique replaceable cartridge, you'll get all the benefits and satisfaction of smoking without the hazards. Choose your taste from a wide variety of our new American-made vape-free e-liquids at LeSig.com. And LeSig smokes the competition by serving thousands of worldwide customers with real people customer service, fast, free, same-day shipping, and a 30-day warranty and satisfaction guarantee. So are you ready for a new vaping lifestyle? Then call 870-518-4307. That's 870-518-4307. Or visit LeSig.com, spelled LECIG.com. LeSig e-cigarettes for today's modern smoker.
Crashing through the lies and disinformation. It's Alex Jones, only on the GCN Radio Network.
Every time the West needs the Saudis to decrease oil prices for the economy, they do it. And this only confirms everything that Lindsey Williams and others told us 6 months ago. CNBC, Saudi slash oil output say market is oversupplied. Well, there is a lot of oil that governments around the world do not allow to be developed, namely the United States government. That part's true. And the big oil companies, it came out in the Associated Press in 2001, did meet in 1995 and 96 to buy up most of the refineries and close them to create an artificial bottleneck. Corporations are into monopolies. That's where the big wealth is made. As the founder of the Rockefeller dynasty, Jay Rockefeller, said, competition is a sin. And that's what the New World Order is about, shutting down the globalist competition. owning both sides of the political debate, limiting the debate. But the reason I am beside myself with just total amazement, is that it's one thing to intellectually know that we're in a world government and it's expanding, but to be getting deeper and deeper into it and to have our predictions come true exactly as we broke down, and to see the globalists continuing their program and world government and the phase out of the dollar accelerating, and what that's going to mean to this country, what that's going to mean to the world, and these open criminal private central banks enthroning themselves even more publicly and posing as the saviors. If the public had any basic understanding, they would know what an outrageous, satirical joke this is. This would be like Hitler being the judge at Nuremberg. I mean, it's that ridiculous. It'd be like John Gotti being anti-Italian mafia in New York. I mean, it's like a fish not liking the water. It's like a bird not liking the sky. It's so ridiculous. Well, I mean, I was thinking about it this morning, and I've talked about this a lot, but George Soros gave a 60-minute interview. He's given other ones. And he says, yeah, I helped round up and arrest people and send them to the death camps, and it was one of the best times of my life. And if I didn't do it, somebody else would have done it and helped form who I am. And all these liberal groups go, you're so wonderful. You were a Nazi collaborator in the local Jewish councils that helped round up everybody. Oh, my gosh, you're so wonderful. And if you talk bad about him, you're anti-Semitic. It's like he is the most slimy, worm-like, demonic, horrid creature who revels. Remember 3 years ago as the people are losing their houses, everything's falling apart, the dollar's going down, we're going into deep debt, the banks are getting trillions. He says, I'm having a great crisis. It's just the over-the-topness of them. It's so in your face. And I talk to these so-called liberal writers that work for Soros, for Media Matters and others that call me up, and they just make giggling jokes and say George Soros is great. And I go, but what about this? They just giggle at you. I mean, these are not liberals. These are military men, cadres, trained in deception, who know what they're doing. Same thing with Bill O'Reilly. Same thing with Sean Hannity. Same thing with Glenn Beck. He's a trained cadre to control the right-wing arm of resistance. And they know full well when you're talking to them, there's no morals. To them, that's a joke. It's all about being shark-like and deceptive. And to them, it's just, hey, this is my camouflage. I say I'm liberal, and so the torture's good, the wars are good, the secret arrests are good, the poison in the water is good. And they buy into the delusion just so they get some money from the New World Order. That's why going back 10, 11, 12 years ago, off and on, when I was offered big syndication deals by some of the big syndicators, and they said, but we're going to make it easy for you. You'll have all the producers. You'll just come in and cover what we want. Bring that same passion that you have where you just come to the radio at people. But, and I was told this repeatedly, it must be a script they follow. Do you want to be on this crusade that's going nowhere, or do you want to be a star? And I said, I want to be on the crusade for liberty. I mean, you can only use so much money. Possessions are like a curse. You can only have so many people say they're a fan and buy you lunch. And it's great. It means you're reaching people, but it's actually a prison. See, without ever selling out, without ever joining the New World Order, everywhere I go, I can't even now do anything without people coming up and talking to me, which is fine. And it's a symbol of how much success we've had. But still, sell my soul for that? No, thank you. I might sell my soul not to have that.
We're on the march. The Empire's on the run. Alex Jones and the GCN Radio Network.
Over the last year, Alex has told you about, and many of you have experienced, emergencies and disasters in unprecedented numbers. People have had to literally run for their lives. Folks, this is Steve Shank with eFoods Direct. I'm not here to scare you, but when disaster strikes, you won't have time to think. You must act automatically. What does a pilot do when the helicopter engine fails in flight? No time to think, just act automatically. When the alert is broadcast, the alarm sounds, or the knock comes on your door, you'll need to be ready to act without thinking of what to do or what you need. You need a 5-day extreme emergency kit. With serious supplies and real food to secure 2 adults for 5 days, this powerful $300 extreme emergency kit is free with an order of at least $995 from eFoods Direct. Go to efoodsdirect.com.